Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Pablo Jr. We're back again with another episode on Tell Pablo, one of the illest, most rawest, uncut podcasts there is on the planet, coming straight live from Youngstown, Ohio, where we're shining light on people in our community that's helping the world be a bigger place. And listen, I don't even know how to introduce this man. You hear what I'm saying? Because I didn't even know who I was about to interview. Like, that's the way I feel now. Usually I know what I'm about to talk about. I know everything, but I was sleeping on this man. Jeff Parrish, man. How you doing, brother?
My nigga. Pleasure being here, brother. Appreciate you.
Gang.
Pablo, man. Listen, my brother out here innovating, man. He doing a lot of different fields. He been grinding. So when he told me, hey, man, I get you on the podcast, my nigga, I had to clear my schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, I'm happy, bro, to sit here, bro. You're blessing the platform, bro. What you're doing, to give you your flowers, bro, from what I can see, bro. You know what I'm saying? What you're about to tell us, just to start it off, bro, what do you consider yourself? What is your title?
I don't even know, man. I'm just a nigga trying. That's the best way to put it. Nigga trying, man. Trying to be something I ain't never seen before.
You hear me, dog?
You know what I mean? In my family, in life, as a black man, you know what I mean? Just trying to be a little idea, I guess, for the future black kids. Be like, damn, I ain't gotta just do what I was, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I really don't know what I do, bro. I do various things until one thing work. You dig? Or maybe all of them work. Maybe all cohesive. But yeah, I just break it down feel wise. First, I was a musician first. I love music, man. Music is my everyday therapy. Like, I make music for myself. I just so happen to market it, you know what I'm saying, and make a brand out of it. But
got you.
Like you were talking about earlier, I heard you talking to somebody about taking a hobby and making it a brand. I got that same philosophy. So I'm a musician, but I've always been music since third grade. I grew up in Louisiana. That's why before I came to Ohio. I was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I guess they had like a motherfucking, I don't know, back in the 90s, bro, like Louisiana was murder capital, like of the world, for a good 10. It wasn't until like Chirac, like when Chirac, that little era, like Chicago became Chirac, that's when the title went away. But like Camden, New Jersey had it for a couple of years. Certain cities had it, but New Orleans, bro, has always been like hot boy city. So being a black kid, they used to have like little intervention programs and little like non-profit shit that now I know what it is, little things going on for school. So they had like a violin program. And they was like, if anybody wants to learn how to play the violin, y'all can get out of class and y'all come here, like, you know what I'm saying, a couple
weeks.
Do
instruments?
That's how it all started, because as a nigga, I was always looking at ways to get out of this boring ass class.
You hear me, though?
I was always that smart ass kid, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck with everybody. I'm joking, I'm a class clown, but I know how to do all of this.
Right.
So I'm answer my shit, get my shit done. Now I'm sitting talking to you, and you sitting, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when I got a chance to get the fuck out of class, I think I had ADHD too. I ain't know it though. But he was like, get your
we all got that shit.
I just didn't know. I'm a little black kid in Louisiana. I ain't know no difference. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Right. So anyways, I started off in third grade. They said, nigga, you can get out of class and play violin. So I started that shit. So every year after that, they had a different instrument. Piano, 4th grade, 5th grade. They had us doing like, they had us doing horns, but I didn't really do that one. I didn't really do the horn shit. But when I moved, I went to Ohio when I was 13, right? My pops, he got a job because he was working
Did you start off in Youngstown or what part of Ohio?
Youngstown.
Straight to Youngstown.
Yeah, straight to Youngstown. My pops got a job at YSU. He's a professor. So from there,
What did your pops teach?
Criminal justice, and he taught political science.
That's why.
At YSU. And a bunch of different universities. Before we got to Ohio, it was YSU though. When we got here. And so he was like, he told me, he was like, hey bro, you can either go to Ursuline, and he was like, cause it's right there by the school, and I'm like, oh, I don't wear uniforms, nigga, like crazy. And then he was like, oh no, the tuition crazy, fuck that, you going to Liberty. So I went to Liberty, and from there, which is perfect at the time, because I played sports, I played football. So at that time, nigga, we had Bradley Fletcher, who played with the Patriots and went on and won some Super Bowls. We had Fitzgerald, we had we had a bunch of stars, like a bunch of niggas going. Rob Hightower, Dave Farrell, you know what I'm saying? We had some legends that came out of that.
2 years of Liberty Lappert.
Man, and it was at the right time. We only had like good 4 years, like good 5, 6 years, like we was full ass.
Dynasty years.
And that was the time I was like, God, be real, bro. I'm always on some good teams, nigga. So from there, when I played football, that was my whole thing. I was like, man, I ain't think about music. I was thinking about like football, but what I was doing in the process, it fucked it up. like I said, that whole third grade mentality, every year, this is a chance to get the fuck out of class, and it's an easy A, nigga, like, off top, because it's just music, and I'm a nigga, I'm musically gifted. In my head, I'm just thinking because I'm black, I got rhythm. Nigga, but from there, I did the same thing. I was like, we had to pick our classes in Ohio. I'm like, this is different. They was like, yeah, you can pick an elective, you can get band or choir, or you can do both. You know, I was like, so if I get an A in band and A in choir, my GPA gonna go up off rip. I ain't gotta study that hard. Oh, yes, rip. So I had that shit every fucking semester from the time I'm.
So you been learning how to finesse the system since day one?
It was finessing me, because I'm thinking I'm finessing the system, because they got all the bitches in choir, they got all the bitches in band. We going to band camps, we do all type of shit. Bro, like, yeah, we wow. Band choir was wild, nigga. If you was in, any nigga that know, bro, we was breaking them hoes in. From there, so it was like a plus in the negative side in my young mind, but I'm not knowing that I'm not like getting over on system, like I'm really learning music, because I gotta learn. To get an A, I gotta still learn it and participate.
Right, facts.
But it's just easier than going to fucking, you know what I'm saying, Spanish club or some shit. Long story short, I did that shit all the way until I graduated. And then I graduated, I went to YSU for a year, played football, and from there, I transferred to Louisiana. And before I transferred, a nigga that I was playing football with, my nigga DH, man, came from Columbus. DH was like a 200-pound DB who ran a 4.3.
Right.
That nigga was a freak, but he went to University of Rhode Island, and he had transferred out. So I became, when he transferred and shit, I became my nigga. So we, you know, working out and shit. I moved to Columbus with him for like a whole summer. I started working out. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go back home, Louisiana. He like, yeah, I'm about to leave YSU too, because fuck this. At the time, we was trash, and all we was doing was fucking hoes, partying, and losing. So it was like, bro, I'm tired. I'm wasting my time trying to even pursue this dream. Ain't gonna never happen. I'm going to the league. So nigga said, fuck, I'm gonna leave and go to Louisiana, go to HBCU. At least I'm gonna have some bad bitches at this school.
So you went down there because that's where your dad was from?
Bro, I went. That's where my whole family from. Me and my dad, we're the only ones to leave Louisiana, because he's the only one to make it to America. He's Nigerian, so from there he came from Nigeria.
So what's your heritage, bro?
Overall,
you keep saying you a nigga, but I just heard Nigeria.
Well, my mama a nigga, so from there Creole. She's Creole.
Okay.
She's Creole. So I mean, my whole family, my mom's side from Louisiana. So my pops was the only one to make it from the Nigeria side to America. Like, only when everybody else went to Europe, if they did leave.
How do the Nigerian culture work, bro?
Okay.
Like,
it's complex.
Yeah, like to dumb it down to simple people, to let them know, like.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, basically, in our culture, like Nigeria, they got probably like 300 to 500 different tribes, different languages. The primary, like the biggest ones, are like the Hassas, the Yorubas, or Yorubas, kind of how you want to pronounce it, and the Igbo tribe, which is us. And like,
how do you pronounce your tribe?
Igbo.
Igbo.
It's IGBO. So people say Igbo, but it's Igbo.
Igbo.
Yeah, a lot of shit be silent in our words for some reason. So from there, basically, there is a king in like, there's like different levels of kingdoms. So it's like, there's a bunch of different kingdoms, but it's only a select few. So in Nigeria, I did the research. Only 1% of people in the whole population hold a chief title or a king title. So it's like any royal title, only 1% of us that actually hold it.
Right.
In Southeast Nigeria, in our village, it's like we got like 200,000 people. We have like 6 different chapters. So it's like the one house, it's like 6 different houses in a tribe that are all royal families. So it's like our family comes from the hierarchy of the tribes, of the houses. So
got you.
From there, whoever is the king of that house is the king of all the houses in that village, in that town. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's a complex wise. We only got like a few different kings, but it's like probably like the other kings are more advisors in their area. So they run their shit. It's like a block. You know what I'm saying? Like you run your block, but overall there's one nigga that runs all of this type shit. And they have that basically spaced out. We also have a democracy too with a presidency. So there's we got president, we got a government, but there's kingdoms that's from just ancestry traditions that we keep a hold of. So it's like, it's weird. It's a lot. It's a whole like grand scheme. So niggas be like, man, you know you was a prince? I was like, yeah. Cause as a kid, I'm an older nigga, so I grew up in like.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay, good.
So from there, I grew up in the 90s, man, when niggas was African booty scratchers.
Right.
And I'm a light-skinned nigga in the South. And I got the sweatiest, darkest niggas who look like my cousin in Nigeria calling me an African booty scratcher. And it perplexed me because I'm like, nigga, like I better hear than you.
Right.
But it's a perception wise because we got, bro, I got hella light-skinned cousins in Nigeria. They got bitches with blue eyes, green eyes, all type of shit. We come in different shades, but I get it though. So Nigeria got a weird hierarchy. It's like they got royal families and they have also a democracy because we had to free ourselves from France, I guess. Because my dad, they all speak like 3 languages: English, Igbo, whatever their language is, like Igbo or Yoruba, and they speak French too.
Oh, that's fire.
I'm like, shit.
You know, shout out Parish Church, man. I'm trying to learn French.
Amen.
You know, I'm black and Puerto Rican, but I always tell myself like, I'll learn French. You know
Dude, I found out I got Cuban in my family. Cause the Creole side, they got like, I got a lot. Everybody, like all my females, they look like they like Puerto Ricans. But I'm like, are we Latino? They was like, we got a little bit, but I don't know, man.
So how is it raising your children? Your dad, correct?
Yeah.
How is it raising your children, like, and teach them the culture and your heritage? It's
cool because ironically, their mom is mixed.
Okay.
So her half black side, it seems like, you know, if mixed kids, they either white or black, they pick a side, and they pick a black side, they go full Dr. Umar. So
right.
She be loving that shit, like, oh yeah, your father's a king and blah blah blah, and you're a princess and this all. So she be, I try to give as much education as possible. I wanted to bring them down there for the funeral, but I had security, and I was only there for like 3 days overall. So it was like a lot. It was hectic, and I didn't want to put them through that because I already knew they was gonna be emotional seeing their granddad. So I had to I have to go back. You know what I'm saying, now because of my duties periodically. So I'm bringing them back next time. I was 4 years old the first time I went. My daughter's 7 now, so she'll be 8 when she go. You know what I mean?
Okay. So at this moment in the podcast, we give a shout out to Lil Bro Smoke Shop. Lil Bros is in Campbell, Ohio. We're leading and trying to be leading. You get what I'm saying? The culture of flower, you know what I'm saying, it concentrates where it's going. Ohio has just became a fully legal state, recreational, not just medical. So we out here doing different things. So some of the things that we carry here is e-rigs, you know what I'm saying? This is top of the line. Just coming out these New Year's. We got the regulars. Yeah, bro, great price. We got the Peak and we got the Peak Pro. You know what I'm saying? So they running in about a little bit over 200 and a little bit over 350. A little bit of accessories that's needed in here. So make sure to come to Lil Bro Smoke Shop at 196 McCartney, Campbell, Ohio, where you can find things like Puffco, leading brand in the industry, man. So we about to blaze up too, bro. We carrying a little bit of loose leaf in a smoke shop. On a rolling tray.
I've already partake
with the gas.
It's amazing. The shit smells amazing.
Man.
It hits, so you know what I'm saying.
So we gonna blaze this up. How about you pour us a shot, man? We sipping on. We trying to get them to sponsor us, bro. Amen. Nobody is sponsoring us.
Amen.
But this is who we like to rock with. These are the brands that we trust in and we like. So, if you guys like what we got going on, definitely come rock with us and send some packages through, man. Whatever,
This is an entrepreneur mogul in the making. And like I said, y'all, I am privileged and thankful that I'm able to be here today.
Bro, I'm thankful to sit down with you,
exactly.
bro.
You know what I mean? It's reciprocal right here.
Bro, you so motivating, bro, to me, bro. We about to get into it, bro. That's why you gonna take these shots, bro. We gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah,
man.
brother, it's a lot, and I can go on for days about the shit that I'm trying to work on.
So, shouts out to being different, bro.
Amen, brother.
Being something we never seen.
Being something we never seen. Yes, Lord.
So, being a father, coming from where you come from, seeing what you've seen, I heard you say you lived a lot of different lives. What made you home in on writing children's books?
Okay, bad.
Because you wrote other books. You got about, over 15 plus books? And I think I'm just giving a small number with that.
Yeah. I'm working altogether. I think altogether, like the canon I'm working on is like about 30.
Woo! So I said half of that.
Yeah. No,
I'm trying to cheat you, bro.
No, I get you. By the end of Friday, I'll have my book, Trace Your Trauma. It's a self-help book. Like I believe like therapy is bullshit, but therapy itself is not. Therapy, therapists basically, AKA the rapist, if you break that word down. But them niggas are mental rapists, bro. They sit there and they ask you questions about your life, and they have you play back a victim mentality version of what happened to you. And from there, they're gonna ask you like, well, how does that make you feel? And they're gonna give you clinical definitions to describe to you what happened to your life, right? Most people like us are black, especially black males, you gotta decipher that shit for yourself. A lot of shit you handle, like the real deep scarring shit that you go through, you gotta really kind of like keep it to yourself and figure out emotionally, traumatically, how to either A, deal with it, cope with it, or get over it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black men don't do
Why
it.
you feel that way?
I wouldn't say there are not all situations, because there's gonna be people who always make the exception the rule. The rule, though, just as masculinity is presenting itself, not even just black men, but just masculine men in general in this world, especially in the world we live in now. Everything is sassy. Everything is like completely like weird to be normal, like to be a human being. You know what I'm saying? Just to be a person that lives and fucking feels. And I'm like, bro, I was raised by powerful men. Men who've accomplished deeds, men who've murdered men who all type of shit. Like I said, my dad was a child soldier at 14, and out of 100 niggas that left his village for the Biafra War, 2 niggas came back, him and a priest.
Damn.
And that was in the 70s. And they played soccer after that and figured out a way to finesse the college system for 12 years to get 5 degrees because he had a visa and he was a student. He was like, shit, all I gotta do is get good grades, y'all gonna pay for my room, my board, my tuition, and feed me, give me a check at the, oh, bet. That nigga got straight A's, not because he wanted to be a professor. Cause he got to the end of the road, was like, what can I do with being having a PhD? Oh, I could be a professor. Can I work here? They're like, yeah, you can be a graduate student. You can work. You can be a grad professor, and gradually, once we'll give you a job as a tenure professor. That's how he became a professor. That nigga's a whole gangster, but he understood. Hey man, I'm in America. I don't got no family. I'm by myself. Fuck it.
Figure it out.
But long story short, back to what I was talking about the kids book, man, I was like realizing like as a black man, it's hard to really express yourself. So my Trace Trauma book is where I started it all from. And I realized that a lot of times it was because I wasn't able to really like talk about my problems, but then I started like deciphering shit. And like I call, like one of my tactics in the book is about the fly on the wall method. And what that means is if you go back to a traumatic experience in your life and you put yourself not in the moment, like when you were a kid, when you were vulnerable, or when you were, whatever the fuck was happening, where you kind of took it wrong, and maybe your pops was supposed to come get you. Mm-hmm. You were a kid waiting on the porch, and he, you the only one advocating for him. Your mom, everybody was like, boy, get your ass in here, he ain't coming. And you the only one like, nah, he coming. He promised me. And you play it back, and you start from there realizing like you have a problem with authority and men and everything else in your life because it came from your dad not being there. Then you play back the idea of shit. My dad was dealing with a lot of shit too. He was a drug addict, or he was whatever fuck was going on. Like it wasn't me he was running from. It was my mama. It was a lot of things, and you play it back and you understand yourself. So I did that, wrote a book about that, and that in turn helped me to realize a lot of things that I was fearing for my kids, or I was trying to do so hard for my kids that we kind of like we'll work hard as fuck to provide that for our kids that they don't even ask for. We're like, I ain't never had this as a kid, but you got it. And like, yeah, but nigga, that's taking away from time from me, because you trying to provide for me things that I don't even need. And I had to realize that. So I started being like, you know what, y'all like? What do y'all like? And my son, he likes to play. Well, he's my stepson, but he is my son. That nigga likes to play video games all day long. So I'm like, bro, look at all these niggas like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. We're gonna make you a YouTube whole streaming service, like a little thing, your own, fuck being on Twitch, we can figure out a way to make your own app a Twitch, and you broadcast on your own app, and you get other people to come on your shit. All right, my daughter, she is a little creative genius. She does what Pixar and Disney do, and she don't even know she's 7. She'll be sitting there sketching out her own sketchbooks, like making the sketches of the cartoons. I'm like, baby, before they put this shit in the computer, they do what you're doing. Like they make a whole sketchbook of Goofy and Mickey Mouse doing all this shit, then they put it in the computer and make it 3D or whatever little cartoon you like, Moana, they sketch it out first. You doing that right now at 7, ain't nobody teach you this. My other daughter, I just started like basically watching what they like, and y'all love to buy books, y'all like to buy all these other people's stuff, y'all watch their YouTube channels, y'all listen to their music. Nigga, I'm from Louisiana, I done seen niggas like Birdman and Master P create empires in front of my face, and I heard them niggas talk. Right. Silk the Shaka. That's all I'm gonna say. I done seen you make niggas like Silk the Shaka famous, bro. Right. And make him a prominent name in hip hop.
You hear me, dog?
And you telling me I can't be shit in 2025 with AI technology and everything offered? Like,
you believe in AI technology?
I believe AI. I am investing in that right now. I believe that's the wave of the future. And niggas ain't getting. I work for General Motors, bro, as my day job. And gas, 1920s, John D. Rockefeller cultivated the Industrial Revolution with oil. Oil was the shit. That was the roaring 20s back then. I'm a history buff, my nigga, off GP. Like, everything repeats itself, nigga. History always repeats itself. We in 2020. It ain't oil no more, y'all. It's the Industrial Revolution. It's the technology revolution. We at the core peak of it. And if you niggas want to become the generational Rockefellers and everybody else, that's why niggas is invested in Bitcoin right now. That's why niggas are trying to get in now on stuff early because, bro, you don't want to be a 50, 80-year-old nigga like, damn, I should have invested in Ford. I had a chance. You could have bought a stock for $1. Now the motherfucker's worth, you know, and now you looking stupid. And you broke. And you working your ass off and your body hurt. And you trying to still figure out your dreams at 80 years old. And I get it. Now your kids and watch you work yourself to the ground. Now they ain't even thinking about dreaming no more. Meanwhile, billionaires don't teach their kids none of the shit that we learn.
What do you tell your kids to be and do?
Free. And that means literally like the same thing that billionaires tell their kids. Same thing that George H. Bush told George W. Bush. Nigga, you do as much cocaine as you want to, nigga. I'm gonna get you in Yale somehow, some way. Just make sure when I'm gonna teach you all the etiquette in order to preserve it. I'm gonna teach you the ways to be able to make power moves and the right connections. Read the room, nigga. Bro, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. So make sure you enterprise with people that you see already. Hey, you're working on something and you're working by yourself. And I'm gonna get in on it now. So that way you're not looking at me when you blow the fuck up as you're doing me a favor.
Type shit.
Or I'm dick riding. It's like,
because that's how they, that's how
it's gonna be. Because especially for a nigga like us, it's like, yo, if I had to get it from the mud, from the jump, and ain't none of y'all see the vision, when I become a billionaire, I promise you, when I look at you, you could give me every fucking compliment in the world. I'm gonna be just as fake. Cause I call myself the mirror, bro. I'm a mirror. Too, bro. I'm a mirror like a motherfucker. If you an authentic, genuine nigga, I promise you, bro, I will be your lifelong best friend.
Type shit.
I will give you.
Do you believe in relationships?
What kind?
Shit, you tell me.
Well, yeah, I believe in. Our life is all about relationships, even if you don't want to make them. That's why I love how God be working, man. Like family. A family is a perfect example. You know what I'm saying? Or just proximity, your school, your job, things you can't control that pisses you off, and now you gotta learn how to live with niggas, learn how to deal with people that you don't even like.
I dealt with that shit in prison, bro.
Exactly, right.
Prison made me strong, bro.
Bro, amen. Mentally, and it teaches you a whole bunch of.
Cause I always was who I was, right?
Amen.
But nobody was able to teach me to be me.
Amen.
Right? So when I went through adversity and I went through trial and tribulation and I went through iron sharpen iron and moments where it was like, it's gonna make you or break you. Mm-hmm. I came out being the best version of me.
Amen.
You get what I'm saying? In prison is where I started. I always rap, bro, my whole life. The real ones know. I always did what I was, bro. I was a class clown. I was never afraid to stand up in front of the crowd. I did talent shows, got up there.
You had personality.
You get what I'm saying? So I had to tune in on that, bro. And my number one thing I learned was, bro, I needed people, bro. Even though you do it by yourself, it takes different people around you to help.
You know what's funny though? God will always provide, bro. I promise you. And I realize that too, because a lot of times, motherfuckers don't even know what you offer the world. They don't even know you got that in you. They always know me as the same thing. Like when I went to 6 proms my senior year. Like people knew me for being who I was, right? And who I was a person that was cultivated and wearing a mask for who I thought y'all wanted me to be. Who I fit in the societal idea of.
How was you looked at?
In my head, I mean, to be real, I was just like a cool ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was a cool dude. I was goofy. What I did is I realized a lot of times I walk in the room, I can feel presence. I'm emotionally intelligent as fuck. And I love when I can be myself and motherfuckers not be intimidated. And as a nigga, they just be like a real nigga and just like, hey, what's up, bro? You cool as hell, bro. You know what I mean? They read you and they just cool and genuine. A lot of times, as an emotionally intelligent nigga, especially growing up in Louisiana, where you gotta keep your head on a pivot and like read the room and know how to like intervene without even saying nothing. Motherfuckers are just being intimidated from you just of how you look to them, how they view themselves, and you don't even know how they view themselves. But now you walk in and they don't know you, but he just like, who the fuck this nigga think he is? Like just for whatever the reason. We got that as black folks, that mentality. A white dude look at you like, oh man, that's really cool shoes.
Right.
I like those shades. Like they give me, but you don't have, when a white dude tell me that, I don't feel like the way I feel when a nigga tell me, hey, I like that chain. What you mean you like that chain?
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's a damn shame because all this man don't give you a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times I would say, a lot of people probably deem me a lot of times as corny or some shit or goofy. I'm like, yeah, I'm the nigga you don't suspect. I'm the nigga you not threatened by because in your head I just eliminated that.
That's good chess. That's good chess.
I'm a life real. I don't play chess on the board, nigga. I play real life chess because I can smell it. I'm like, watch this. And if I say some goofy shit or just say something like, niggas who talk too much right there in a room, that'll distract people right there. I'm missing it. He defensive. He talk too much. Bam, right. That's all for it. He too goofy. He goofy as hell. But if I'm sitting there just quiet, now you like, fuck, who is this nigga?
Right.
And he playing the role too. He might think he one of them niggas. I got it. You know what I'm saying? And he might get my bitch. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know who your bitch is or I want your bitch. She definitely don't want me. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Right.
You don't know nothing about me, but just the perceived notion of like this nigga think he the shit. Cause you as a black man walk with this stature and you're not famous yet. So once you get rich and famous and you dress like this, like, oh, that's Pablo.
You think you're gonna be a billionaire?
I don't even know how much money I'm gonna make.
Type shit.
Like I believe it. I believe generationally.
You think alright, so do you think you're gonna make the money while you're alive?
I told my brother.
While you're alive?
Yeah.
Or your children?
Both. I don't know. That I don't know. I pray while I'm alive. But what I'm doing right now, I believe while I'm alive. And I remember telling my brother, I be having so many prophecies as a kid that came true. I was like Joseph in the Bible. I used to walk around telling niggas my dreams. And they, my bad.
You good.
They walk around telling niggas my dreams. He already know. Bro, you might want to keep smoking that bitch because I'm going to go.
Nah, we talking.
I'm already rolling. But,
come on, this Paulo. Paulo got to say something.
Amen. I ain't hating. I remember telling my brother, bro. I was like, Joseph in the Bible, he used to tell his dreams to everybody, especially his brothers. They'd be like, nigga, shut up. Man, I wanna hear that shit. Right. And in Louisiana, I used to always be like, telling my brothers my dream and shit. And he'd be like, all right, yo, whatever, little nigga. And I told that nigga one time specifically, I never forget it. I said, nigga, I'm gonna be the reason why this family gets saved. I'm gonna save this family. And I was like 7, 8 years old. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was just saying, like, I always thought I was better than everybody. I was like, nigga, I'm gonna save all of us. What? And nigga was like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Like, save yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Bro, your dad you said your dad was learning how to finesse the system. You know, he graduated, becoming a grad professor, working his way to being a professor, working his way all the way up to Youngstown, doing what he was doing. Yep. You know, that's a very, very smart man. You know, what was some of the advice that he gave you, bro?
My dad, he told me really, man, a lot of shit for real. But what he told me for real, I always stuck with that. Just like prominent was, man, like question everything. Like that was like the most thing I could always like him to tell me was A, question everything, and B, ain't nobody coming to save you. And he'd say that shit to me because I used to be out in the streets. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I used to try to be out there. And so as a young nigga, as a young man, especially as a young black man, you think your rite of passage is hopping off the porch early. And my dad's whole point to me was like, I'm trying to create something. I created something so you wouldn't have to, nigga. Like I moved us out of Jefferson Parish, out of Louisiana, to get a job in Ohio so that you could be bored and you could focus on your purpose in this world and not try to just be, you know what I'm saying, something that you're supposed to be or what you think you're supposed to be. And of course, Youngstown, a lot of times when you don't see yourself as much, or places like that, you try to search for your identity a lot. A lot of niggas are all just trying to be extra gangster when it's like, bro, you got a lot of opportunity here. You be somebody in this world. You ain't gotta really be the stereotype. We like, nigga, I don't want to lose my lineage. I don't want to lose my history of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Right. So as a nigga, I just realized that I gotta start finessing the same way my dad finessed the system because that's what the white people do. The white collar crimes of America, the billion-dollar families, they teach their kids everything we don't teach our kids. Them niggas don't learn nothing in school. They learn everything at home. They teach them crisis management. They teach them trust. They teach them and I mean like family trust, not like trust, like loyalty, nigga. No, fuck loyalty. Family documentation and deeds, property, assets, how to manipulate and get, nigga, there's a book called How to Influence People and Make Friends. Right. Or, how to make friends, you know what I mean? Or how to make friends. Right. That book. They teach them shit like that. Rich Dad, Poor Dad ideas of I have over $1 billion in debt. What you talking about? I can get proof of debt tomorrow. I can get proof for $1 million tomorrow. How? You got $1 million in debt. Because I know how to fucking use the system. So I learned that. I was like, I just took that mentality. I got some Jewish white friends. And hey, as a nigga, get you some white friends, man.
Get you some white friends.
They definitely will tell you how the fuck they finesse it. Anything they don't tell you, just ask them. We always watch
So,
them.
being a friends and doing everything you did, having advice you had, what was this business? You said you made this AI business that basically, bro, that from my understanding, you said that it's like a personal journal, bro, for decades, bro. To leave, like, basically, like, bro, like, shit, you can leave your will, you know what I'm saying? Like,
last wishes, everything.
Everything,
Confessions,
bro.
Thoughts.
Recipes.
Everything.
Advice to your children.
Traditions to create, traditions to keep going.
Heritage.
Everything.
Secrets, bro, that's deep, bro. Like, why Youngstown, bro? Why stay here in Youngstown and be the person you are, bro? The brilliant mind, you know what I'm saying, bro? The inspiring mind, bro. The dreamer you are, bro. Coming from having heritage back in Nigeria, bro, with the royalty bloodline that you come from, bro, where it's no joke, no facade. Yeah. Tune into Bro Life, his YouTube pages and all that to really see what's going on with bro. Like, this is not a scripted play, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like I said, bro, I was sleeping on bro, you feel me? But why Youngstown, bro? Why stay here and let these people be witness, you know, to what's going on?
Because they don't want to be witness, so it's a perfect place to hide in plain sight. Youngstown, bro. I look at all cities like that. Even if you in Atlanta or New York or LA, nigga, a lot of times if you're not somebody, I've given niggas the greatest advice possible that had no type of like benefit toward me. Only them. Like, yo, bro, you ask me a question, hey, I'm a problem solver, dog. I'm what they call a crisis manager, because I realized two things. Royal families and rich families teach their kids totally different from people who just regular people. Like I said, it's 1% of royal families in Africa. And there's certain things that I've noticed my dad taught me that wealthy white people know. And like, I got niggas that went to school with at Liberty, white boys who just act regular as fuck. They parents own big corporations around here. Will Cafaro went to Liberty with me. I went to that graduation party.
Right.
Sweet 16, nigga from MTV type shit. Will Cafaro Jr. Like like I know rich white people, wealthy white people. Right. And they offsprings. And their offsprings, I ain't talking about Will, but they offspring be fuck boys. They be like fuck ups. Nobody. Like, the niggas, like, you got nothing all offer the world.
Can't make it shake.
Can't make it shake, but I promise you, we're gonna make shit shake, and we're gonna be a CEO, and he gonna play the role. Ask George W. Bush. He gonna play the role, because it's gonna be laid out for you. Those families lay out the foundation of their history. Atlanta, like I said, I'm in Louisiana, it's gentrified as fuck. East Baton Rouge Parish, even New Orleans, it's gentrified as fuck. Then you get the white people on one side of town, you got the niggas on the other side of town. Even when Boosie grew up in South Baton Rouge, like right by LSU, I grew up by Southern, so which is like ain't that far at all. But long story short, motherfucker, right by his hood, where he talk about the hood and something, nigga, around the corner is these white kids running and jogging. With Raising Cane's, nigga, was created at. A white boy went to LSU who had a business presentation to make, and he had a dog, and he was feeding his dog chicken tenders and fries. That's how they both were eating. And so he's raising Cane off chicken tenders and fries. So he literally,
that's the story behind that?
Bro, what he did was, Louisiana, we got a lot of sauces and like seasoned recipes. So your family got a recipe. This nigga family had a Rumala recipe for like a dipping sauce. So like your seafood, for your chicken, whatever you want to dip it in. It's like, you know what I mean? He made that. The sauce will be A.G.
That's what made it the brand.
That's his tradition.
Right.
So from there, him being a college student who couldn't afford shit, but he a white boy who got a dog named Kane, who he loved the most. You know, that's his homeboy. That's his little thing. So boom, he couldn't afford good dog food. So the white boy, around the corner from Boosie, sat there feeding his dog chicken tender in that area, like Raising Cane. Shit was started by nigga who made his family. He had a traditional sauce that they passed down from generations, bro. And this dude in college, because he forgot his assignment, and realized he had, oh shit, today's the day is due. And nigga looked in his fridge and he had some leftover chicken tenders, some crinkle fries, and some Texas toast.
Right.
And he had, of course, a big ass thing of that Rumala sauce his grandma made. And he always dip his shit in. So he fed his dog and him chicken tenders. Went to that class, a business class, presented a business called Raising Cane. And showed them niggas, hey, we gonna basically sell chicken tenders. Everybody selling burgers, chicken tenders. And here's the secret sauce. Like some fucking good burger shit. Nigga, it was everything about Louisiana be fuck ups. Like gumbo is just slaves coming together all together saying, what you got at your crib? I got some rice and some chicken left from last night. I got some shrimp and some okra. I got some onions. And they come together, they put it in a big ass pot outside. And now you making a world renowned dish. So that's all we do. Like Master P, nigga, take his brother Silk the Shocker and make him a star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Birdman who could barely speak English.
You feel like your heritage roots is what helped you come to Youngstown, Ohio, and be who you are?
Yeah, for sure. Because here is, like I said, it's so much. Ohio is what they call Middle America for a reason. It's 5 hours from D.C. It's 6 hours from New York. It's 4 hours from Philly. 2 hours from Detroit. You can get to anywhere here, Virginia. All this shit, 5, 6 hours, 8 hours tops. You can get to everywhere. It's really like, they used to call it Octopus City, Youngstown, for the mob. Because niggas would come through this bitch and slang dope and gamble and prohibition and all that shit threw all out. They come here as like a resting spot.
Right,
so Youngstown, ain't nobody looking for you here, bro. Don't nobody care about your vision, your dream. And anybody is here, they doubting you, bro, because they trying to make it. And they haters like a motherfucker. So it's a perfect place to just find your cocoon, build yourself up, build your brand up, build your product up. And then when you ready, go into the world, present it. It's like, yo, this is my little workshop. Youngstown's my workshop. Where it's like Kanye West going to Wyoming. I don't need to go to Wyoming. I got Youngstown. Ain't nobody looking for me.
You hear me? So, there's 3 questions I asked on Tell Pablo. You know what I'm saying? Where we wrap it up at. And, the first one being, if you can write it to yourself 5 years ago, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, yeah. Shit, that's a good question.
Simple and short.
Yep. To shorten it up, A, trust God, be obedient to God, seek Him first. Focus on that. And secondly, whatever vision, whatever dream He gives you, no matter how big you feel like it is, no matter if you feel like you ain't the nigga to do it, accomplish it, be obedient and just try. Just try your hardest and you'll be surprised. And I tried, but I didn't try my hardest. And now that I'm understanding that, I am trying my hardest. I'm like, damn, I'm getting a lot faster. And like, you know what I mean? I'm getting a lot further than I would. Right. So just try your hardest, my nigga, and believe in God and the vision He gave you. And don't feel like it's too big for you.
Okay. So question 2 is, 10 years from now, where do you hope to see yourself at?
I hope to see myself as somebody that's credible. I got a real big compassion and love for humanity, and seeing people just like, yo, like, I just want to see you grow, brother. I ain't only know high five or he the one. No, I don't need none of that. I just want to see humanity grow and progress, because nigga, it shows me if it happened for you, it happened for me. And I know paying it forward, you know what I'm saying? If I do my part, 10 years from now, I see myself basically helping change the world.
That's dope as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie, them first 2 answers gave me chills, bro. Really listening to them, bro. Third question is my favorite, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to say I idolize a lot of people, bro, but you take your little bit of sauce and from a little bit of people you see, you know what I'm saying? If you was to bump into a fan, what would you say? What would be the advice?
First off, don't have no idols. Because the phrase I live by is, man is not made to be worshipped. You're going to see all the niggas you look up to, either when you meet them, they're going to be ain't what you think, or A, they're going to let you down eventually. God won't let you down. So first off, don't even look at me like I'm some nigga that's just, somebody you should look up to. Look up to the idea of me. Look up to, like, yo, God will take anybody and just, you know what I'm saying, if they obedient and they just work hard on what their purpose is and not focus on the noise, shit, they can accomplish great things. Like, look at this nigga. Like, he ain't nobody. Like, he everything he not supposed to be, and look where he at.
Appreciate that, brother.
That's it.
Thank you, bro. That was powerful. Thank you for getting on this platform and sharing it with me, bro.
I know, man.
Like I said, bro, I was sleeping on you before, bro, and I meant that, So
it's all good.
You gave me. No, it's not, bro. And that's what the platform is for, bro.
Amen.
Because it's not all good. We're doing a lot of big things out there, bro. You're helping kids dream, bro. You got over 30 independent published books, bro. You're in how many movies, bro?
About 4 now.
Well, how many actors? Throw some actor names out right there real quick.
We got the nigga who played Biggie, Jamal Wolford. We have, a few different people. We got, what's the other person? We had Darius McCray from Family Matters, Eddie Winslow, you feel me? We got Wendy Raquel Robinson. She was the director of the movie Who's Cheating Who. 4 of my songs are featured on that one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So as far as sync licensing, you know what I mean? We got people that's helping us out. I got my publisher in LA, Brandon Stevens, you know what I'm saying?
WWE?
WWE, working with them too.
WWE, bro?
Y'all, you know what's funny? The day for my dad's birthday is on April 9th, right? On April 8th, WWE, Pat McAfee, ESPN, I guess Disney too, because they own ESPN, and Netflix all played my WWE song at the same time, because Pat McAfee, his podcast is on ESPN, but he was at WWE at the moment doing like the Monday Night Raw. And so all of these things are on, and he's doing 2 jobs at once. So he's doing his podcast, but they're doing sound check for Raw. So while they're doing sound check, it had to be my dad, bro. My dad somehow got the PA system while they're recording ESPN. They play my shit, blasting it, going crazy. And then Pat McAfee and everybody, like Jason Williams that played for Duke, and like AJ Hawk and all these niggas that's on the podcast, they loved my song and they going crazy. Like, they're like, oh, this shit hard. They like, oh. And I'm like, damn. And my dude happened to be there because he works for WWE. He filmed like that interaction, and I saw it on TV too. I was like, dog, that's gotta be my dad, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That's
for his
great,
birthday,
bro.
you know what I mean? So
You know, it's stuff like that, bro, that I'm honored to be sharing the the platform with you, bro. So make sure you guys stay tuned, man, to Tell Pablo.
sir.
Every Sunday, new episode is going up, new episode is coming in, man. We're coming from Youngstown, Ohio, man, where we're one of the smallest, biggest parts of the United States, man.
Hell yeah.
Where we got so many people trying to hide, like you said, in the shadows, but they're playing a major role. If it's in political, if it's in fashion, if it's in sports, if it's in just humanity resources or customer service, somebody is from Youngstown, Ohio playing a big role. You know what I'm saying? So, Jeff Parrish,
yes, sir.
Pablo Jr., y'all know what it is, man. Tell Pablo.
Tell Pablo, man. Thank y'all. My nigga, brother.
Boy.
Appreciate you, man.
you,
Listen,
man.
That's a great pop, bro. I love this platform you building, dog. Like I said, you're a visionary. And